Alright, so this is a short review of um, this battery pack actually. It's called, I accidentally raised the volume, okay. It's called the YTYCHG, it's a Chinese brand. It's Y, actually this is something different than the actual model. This is YTYCHG, but the actual model is YTY. Oh no, this is not an E. Okay, so it's YTYCHG is the brand name, and the model is Y27A. Here's what they claim. I can't really test this higher than about 70 watt hours, which is higher than I was expecting. Otherwise, I wouldn't even probably make a video. When it got here, I hear other people get 25% battery charge. Mine was saying 100, but it was discharging at a rate that would indicate it's a 7 watt hour pack. And I was ready to pop it open and buy some replacement batteries. Mostly because the electronics are actually quite unique. It lets you manually cycle through the voltages by double tapping on it once you connect a DC USB-C adapter, and it goes from 5 volts all the way up to 24 volts. It charges quickly if you have a USB charger, the Type-C power delivery charger that goes all the way up to 20 volts. Otherwise, it'll charge really slowly. And when it charges, it seems to charge at a rate you would expect if it was drawing 60 watts at 20 volts, whatever that's worth. I was thinking it was actually lying to me, but no, it seems to be around 70 watt hours, which is way more than I was hoping for. You can get these around $70 on special apparently. I've seen places list them for 140. I got it for crazy cheap, and I can't find it anywhere else at that price. So I'm thinking they were just, I don't know what they were doing. But definitely got a great value out of it. What else? So I'm using this to power these speakers, obviously. Oh, and thank you to Bensound for providing the sound, the music. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I've noticed the audio quality is a little bit off. There's some hissing that isn't present if I use like a normal DC adapter. I'm not sure how they're achieving this 15 volt figure here, but it does power everything. And let me try to blast the music a little bit so that. Alright, that seems pretty normal. That sounds pretty off, actually. That also sounds quite off. I'm not sure what the issue is. So with the minis particularly, something about the way it's delivering power is a bit quite off. It's as if you're familiar with inverters that aren't sine wave inverters, you know that you get a weird hiss. I'm thinking this has some sort of frequency to it. Obviously still DC, but it's not like 100% normal. But that's fine as long as it works roughly. I'm sure there's a way to make the power more linear and stable. So I suspect, let me see here, 18650, okay. Okay, so an 18650 is about this big, so I'm thinking, yeah, they probably just have 1, 2, 3, 4. They probably just have 4 batteries here. and then 4 here, and then a huge transformer here, which gets extremely hot, like too hot to touch if you charge it using the 20 volt high power USB PD 3.0 charger. What else? Oh, it has pass-through charging. That's a big deal. And I wouldn't call it pass-through. I would call it relay pass-through, which is the safe way to do it, unless you add a lot more security. It's not a UPS, but it can act as a UPS, roughly. So what it does is, so one, you can only do this with the USB 3.0 ports in the back. I'm not sure if they're quick charge enabled. I would assume so, but I don't have any devices that can take advantage of that. But what happens is if you unplug the USB Type-C and plug in a charger, any devices connected to it will disconnect, but in about 3 seconds it'll switch to charge mode and then give power back to the devices that were connected previously. So there'll be a short period of downtime, about 5 seconds. And if you unplug the charger and plug in a load on the Type-C port, same thing will happen. Everyone will drop, then they will come back, and then when you plug in the Type-C port, well, the Type-C will start working normally. So you might be able to use this as a UPS if you're okay with a little bit of downtime. I'm gonna give that a try on my car. Issue is, of course, heat. These things don't like getting super hot, and my car does get blazing hot. Okay, this went a lot longer than I was expecting. The top is really soft, really nice to touch. And also, I have no idea how one would go about opening this. I assume it's just glued together. I couldn't find any obvious hints. There are no plates in the front or the back like you might find in Anchor products. Yeah, so that'll be it for today. Like if you like this video and want me to keep making more.